there any consideration taken into possibly resting Dario?
You know what? I think it's overrated. I really do. I think it's overrated because if you just look at like our scheduling, because I live it, I feel it probably more than I should, than you all. Like we've had time off. It has been time off, and I'm more inclined to do what I did last night. I decided to go with Mike Muscala, and you know, it wasn't for foul reasons. It was because I thought Dario was down and Mike was going to give us a better chance to win. And so, like, that's just like the nature of any game, the judgment of any coach. I feel like if he came to me and said, you know what, I need some time, and we've talked about it, I would listen. But I think that historically with Dario, you know, getting through some stuff isn't terrible. It's his nature too. I don't feel like I'm force feeding anything. I do not feel like I'm hurting him. In fact, I feel like I'm helping him. But what I really feel like is we have alternatives in the event that decision is wrong.
Is there anything that you say as a teammate to a guy like Dario who's kind of struggling in the early days, or like in your experience, do you want anyone to say anything to you, or you just want to work through it?
You know, some days you want someone, some days you want people to just leave you alone. You know, I think I'm always sensitive to that because, like, people, you know, it's like, last 4 games I haven't shot the ball well. I'm like, you know, people will tell you to keep shooting, and you're like, well, yeah, no shit, I'm gonna keep shooting. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes the silent treatment's the best treatment. You know, I've talked to Dario a couple times. Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. You know, I actually said to him the other day, I said, you probably don't even remember this, but you got off to a pretty slow start last year, and then you had, you know, an unbelievable season. So I think there's a law of averages. Sometimes all you need is just one sort of breakthrough game where you have a really efficient, like 9 for 12 shooting night, 5 for 6 from 3, and all of a sudden you remember how that feels like and you take off from there.
Just keep shooting. When we all struggling, I had a bad third quarter, you know, and my teammates just kept going to me, keep shooting. But at the end of the day, you know, struggling, but I mean, we know that right now we playing together, and he had the same start last year, so not too worried about that. But you just keep shooting the ball. You know, you're wide open, gotta shoot the ball. He's gonna come, and you know that's what I tell him.